see this? I don't know if you see it or not. It's frost. The windows are frosty this morning. I've got my heated jacket on. I know I'm a real nerd. This is about as bad as it gets, guys. Got my heated jacket running. I'm in my car. I am I'm about to go get everybody some breakfast, the family. And last night was a good time. I got to hang out with my buddies, Chad, Brandon, and Chris. All my old friends from high school slash college. We hung out. We talked about video games, the state of video games, where we have mixed emotions about the state of video games, where they are, where they've been, and where they're going. Real serious stuff. Then we moved on to watch a movie. And I've got a projector set up in my office. I was tempted to actually shoot a little bit in there last night, but I projected onto my wall in my office at work, and we hang out there on the weekends. We watch Netflix or something. But we watched Looper because they hadn't seen it, and I had already seen Looper, and I love that movie. And going back and watching it again reminded me how much I love that movie. So if you guys haven't seen Looper, check that one out. It's an older now. It's been about a year or two. I don't know. I don't actually keep track of time anymore. So anyways, we went out to eat afterwards, which was fun. I don't know. I get weird emotions like when my friends are in town, and I kind of like, this is kind of the point of this blog, is to kind of share this kind of stuff. Like, I feel like I talk too much. And what's funny is they're probably going to see this video, but like, I feel like I don't listen enough. And the problem is like, I don't think about that till like after it's already like over, and I'm like, did I talk too much? I think I talked too much, or I interrupted too much, or I expressed myself too much. Like, see, this is me just thinking probably too much. But like, I'm not a very good listener sometimes, and I don't notice it while I'm not listening. So that's something I got to work on. But we did have a good time. We went to dinner afterwards, discussed once again. Like, everybody around us was like enjoying the football game. They were like, woo, like screaming or like getting really horribly disappointed. And of course, we're geeks, so we're like, what's going on? Like, we know football, but we're not really that into it. So it was kind of entertaining watching other people be excited about football. And that was pretty much it. Went home and got in a fight with my wife, which was pretty much my fault. When it came down to it, I overreacted. Communication is awesome, or lack thereof. And the inability to communicate is the best part about relationships. You really discover what parts where you're bad at communicating. So, one of the funny things that did come up last night, though, about these videos, is apparently my buddies have actually been watching them, which is kind of cool. Because, like, I don't know, it's just kind of cool to have them watch them and like give their feedback. Apparently, and I saw this in the comment section too. People are like, "Hang in there, Craig. You're gonna be okay." And like, what's funny is like, I actually went back and watched. I guess the first video was like really dramatic, and like, I like had a "Why am I still alive" tone to it, and like even Chris said it was like gray and somber because like it was gray outside. And I what's funny is like, dude, after I made that video, I went and watched it, and I was laughing because I thought it was funny. I was like, how bad has it gotten where like this video that everybody's like, it's okay, Craig, you're gonna be okay. Like, I'm thinking it's funny. So I don't know, I just thought that was kind of funny. It's cool to have everybody's feedback, kind of like, I got encouragements, I got comments, and I don't know, it's been kind of fun. It's a unique experience so far, and I think it's going to give my kids something to watch, like when they get older. That's another thing. I think people talk about digital legacies, and I'm trying to keep them short enough where they're like palatable, you know. But what's on the docket for today is it's Sunday, so I will do breakfast. I will we'll get the kids ready, and we will go to church. After that, I am going to make sure that my my nephews are doing well. I'm just going to check in on them and hopefully just relax if I'm capable of such things. Any advice in that department, guys? Relaxing. When you have an over-analytical and overactive mind, or overstimulated, like my brain. I think it's because I grew up stimulated so much. Like, the idea of relaxing is like, it feels unproductive. Like, as my buddy Chad, like, he was saying last night, like, with the games, like, the length of time between when you started doing something and you got your cookie reward, like the cookie reward system, the length of time is getting shortened, you know? And so it's like, I did something, now I want my cookie. I did something, now I want my cookie. I did something, now I want my cookie. Like, relaxing, there's no cookie. Like, it's like you just relax, but there's no cookie. So I have trouble, like, just relaxing. I need a reward. I guess relaxation is its own reward. I guess it should be. But anyway, inside the brain of Craig a little bit this morning. Thank you guys for coming by. Looks like the frost has melted. I am free to go now. I got nobody awkwardly staring out their window wondering what that kid's doing, swinging his arms around in the truck. And I look forward to the next one. Have a wonderful day, everybody.